All right, hello everyone. What's up, YouTube family? Sierra Nicole here, back with another video. Make sure you are hitting that subscribe button and hit that notification bell button so that anytime I put out any content or any videos, you guys will not miss out. All right, so today we are going to talk about how I 10x'd my income this year. Okay, I went from $20,000 to over 200,000 this year. So if you want to find out the 5 steps that I took in order to 10x my income, stay tuned. All right, guys, so the 5 steps that I took in order to 10x my income this year. All right, step number 1. The first thing you have to do is train your mindset. Change your mindset, right? I know it is super cliche and people talk about mindset all the time, but having that millionaire mindset, having a mindset focused on success, having an abundant mindset, it makes a world of difference. And so that is really the first step that you have to take. Ways that you can actually do that is, reading books that are going to stimulate your mind, reading books that is going to feed your mind with the type of information that you need in order to succeed, right? So books like Think and Grow Rich, or The Game of Life and How to Play It, books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, books that are pertaining to your industry, as well as books that are pertaining to how to be successful, books about success, even reading, listening to audiobooks or listening to different YouTube videos, or, I started following other people who are living the type of lifestyle that I want to live. You have to start training your mindset because a lot of us, we are brought up in a scarcity mindset, right? We're in survival mode all the time. And in order to really make a drastic difference in not only your life, but generations to come, we have to flip that switch, right? We have to go into that abundance mindset mode. And like I said, in order to do that, we have to start thinking differently. One thing that I always talk about is, the law of attraction, manifestation, affirmations. These things are very, very powerful, and this all goes into your mindset. The way that you talk, the way that you speak, those things are going to manifest into your life. So if you are not training yourself to speak positively, training yourself to speak life in abundance on you and success on your life. Like I said, I know it sounds super, super cliche, but it is absolutely the truth. And that is really the first step that really made a difference in my life this year, from really excelling in my businesses and shifting my income and my family mold. A lot of us talk about, breaking those generational curses. It's not an easy task. It's really not an easy task, but it all starts up here. It all starts up here. Starts with your mindset. So that is step number 1. You have to change your mindset. All right, guys. So step number 2 to 10x your income next year in 2020 is going to be set the right type of goals. Now, 2020 is a few weeks away. Everybody is probably, getting ready to set their New Year's resolutions, setting all these new goals for next year. But the main thing that I learned is that you can set goals, but if you are not setting them correctly, then you still won't achieve much. And so here are the main things that I've learned. You have to think bigger. You have to set your goals bigger. So at the beginning of 2019, I set a goal for how much I wanted to make this year, and I wrote it down and I put it up in my bathroom. With all my businesses all together, I've hit that goal, thankfully, and so I think back to myself, what if I set my goal higher? Where would I be right now? So the key is to set big goals. Think big. You have to think big so that you can achieve big. If you make a goal to make $100,000 next year, say you work hard, you hit that goal, that's great, right? You hit your goal, yay you, right? But say you decided to put your goal at 500,000, right? It's a big goal, right? Say you put your goal at 500,000, but what if you don't necessarily hit your goal, but you land somewhere in between, 300,000, 400,000, right? So I rather dream big and set big goals and land somewhere in between than have a small goal and hit that goal every time. We have to really challenge ourselves. We have to really, really challenge ourselves. And honestly, there is not a dream that is too big. There is not a goal that is too big. I believe that if you put your mind behind something, you can absolutely achieve it. But in order to put your mind behind something, you need to have a goal in place first. And another thing that you need to do with your goals is once you figure out what it is that you want to achieve, write them down. Write down your goals, hang them up in your bathroom, in your car, put them somewhere where you can see them every single day. Okay, every single day, because this is going to be back to that mindset, right? We're training our minds, and if we're constantly looking at this goal, we are going to be automatically operating at a higher level so that we can achieve them. So make sure once you set those goals, you are hanging them up somewhere in your house, in your car, on the screensaver of your phone, whatever it is that you have to do. Okay, you want to make sure that you can see them. I also believe that there is power in writing down those goals. Make sure that you're saying them out loud, right? Life and death is in the power of your tongue. So saying things out loud is going to make a world of difference too. It's going to influence your thoughts as well as your actions. Okay, so make sure you're writing those goals down. Make sure that you are setting big goals, right? No more thinking small in 2020. We are setting big goals and big goals only. Okay, because when you think big, you make big money. All right? Small mind, small money. Big mind, big money. Remember that. All right, guys. So step number three. Step number three to 10xing your income for 2020. Step number three is going to be to align yourself with the goals that you set. Align yourself. That word is powerful. Okay, you have to be aligned with your vision, with what you want out of life, meaning the people that are around you, the type of music that you're listening to, the type of books that you're reading, the type of TV shows. You have to be aligned with your goals. Your network is your net worth, right? Super cliche, but is absolutely true. So we have to align every single aspect of our life. In order to do that, we may have to make some adjustments. You may have to, stop hanging out with certain people, stop going certain places. It is absolutely necessary. It is hard, but it is necessary. So make sure you are aligning yourself with your goals. Make sure that you are saying your affirmations, telling yourself that you are amazing and successful. Like I said, this goes back to really your mindset as well. But make sure that everything in your life is aligned with that. The way that you're speaking has to be aligned with your vision. You have to visualize yourself accomplishing these goals, and whatever it is that you have to do in order to get there, make sure that you are doing that. Make sure that your life is aligned with those goals, because you can work as hard as you can. You can get up early every single day, work hard, stop procrastinating, but if you're not in alignment with what you want to achieve, you won't make it. A good analogy that I like to use is, you cannot put Dallas in a GPS and expect to arrive in Chicago, right? So if your GPS, your brain, your mindset has Dallas in it, but your goal is Chicago, you will never arrive no matter how hard you work. So you have to make sure you're aligned. You have to make sure you're following the correct map. Align every single aspect of your life. You may have to make some adjustments. There will be some growing pains, that is for sure, but they are absolutely necessary. So make sure you are aligned with your goals and with your vision for your life so that next year you can completely 10x your income. All right, y'all. So tip number four on how to 10x your income is to take the risk. That is the fourth step that I took in order to 10x my income this year, is to take the risk. Now, I'm an entrepreneur. Not everybody watching this is going to be an entrepreneur, but The main thing that I have learned is that you have to be uncomfortable. That is where growth happens. Nothing extraordinary happens in your comfort zone. I say this all the time, but it's true. So you have to get uncomfortable. And you know what? That is going to be a risk. It's going to hurt. It's going to, you might want to cry. You might want to run away. But it is absolutely necessary. You have to get uncomfortable. Like I said, nothing extraordinary happens in your comfort zone. So you have to take that risk. Sometimes you have to be willing to risk it all in order to gain it all. You have to risk it all sometimes in order to gain it all. But I would rather fail big, risking it all, knowing that I am trying to achieve success and achieve financial freedom, rather than not risk it and sit and wonder my whole life, well, what if? What if I tried a little harder? What if I just took that risk? What if I leaped and took the jump and, wherever I landed is wherever I landed, and I'll either succeed or I'll learn something. But you have to be willing to take that risk. This is really one of the hardest steps sometimes, but it's necessary. So in order to 10x your income, you have to be willing to take risks, okay? Calculated risk, you don't want to necessarily do something out of impulsion. You want to make sure that you are educated in whatever it is that investment or that risk is. Definitely do your due diligence, but be willing to take that risk. All right, so guys, step number 5. Step number 5 in order to 10x your income is going to be application, right? So a lot of us, we're setting these new goals. We are, working on our mindset. We are doing all these things. We have to remember that everything that we're researching or that we're learning, some of us may be starting new businesses or working on our old businesses, or, trying to switch to another industry, things like that. So we're doing a lot of research, right? We're reading, we're listening to videos, we're learning, we're educating ourselves. But do not get stuck in analysis paralysis, okay? Make sure that you are actually applying this information. Applied knowledge is power. I'll say that again for you guys. Applied knowledge is power, okay? So make sure that you are applying everything that you are learning. Faith without works is dead. Okay, so you can say all the affirmations that you want, have so much faith in yourself, but if you do not take the action to put these things in place, you will get nowhere. So that is the 5th step, the most important step. Make sure you are applying this information that you're learning. That's the only way to make it happen, all right? That's the only way to make it happen. So make sure that you are applying everything that you are learning. Sometimes the road to success is going to require a lot of trial and error, and that's okay. Not everything that you try out is going to work. You might fail a couple times, but the only L's that we take are lessons, okay? So learn something from every single experience and every single situation that you're in. Even if you are not successful, even if you don't hit that target goal, that's okay, because now you know what to do for next time. So application is so important. Make sure you guys are actually applying these things that you're learning, and you guys will be good to go for next year. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. That's all I have for you for this video. Make sure you are hitting that subscribe button, and hit that notification button. Woo, can't talk today. Make sure you're hitting that notification button. I want you guys to be tuned into everything that I'm dropping. I'm putting out a lot of content to empower everybody who is around me. I believe everybody has the potential to be successful, deserves the opportunity to be successful. So I want to put out as much information as I can. Okay, so make sure you guys are also following me on Facebook at Sierra Nicole, and then joining my Facebook group, My Abundant Life group, okay? So that group is filled with a lot of amazing individuals who are all striving for success. They're striving to live more abundantly. So if you're looking for a group of like-minded people, make sure you guys are joining that group on Facebook. And that is all that I have for you guys today. So like I said, make sure if you want to join the A-Team, the Abundant Life group, make sure you are subscribing to this channel. Make sure you join the Facebook channel, Facebook group, My Abundant Life group. And I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.